So today we're looking at the Natural Beauty socks, and I want to show you how to create the heel turn and the heel flap when you're working toe up, which this pattern is. So for a toe up construction, you will begin casting on your toe section rather than your cuff section, which would be a top down sock. So we've cast on our toe stitches already, created our toe section with our increases here, the foot, and now I've just completed knitting and increasing the gusset stitches across needle 2. I'm working in the Romney Pure sock. It is a 100% pure Romney, sourced in the Mendip Hills in the UK and then spun in a beautiful mill in Sussex. And the colorway that I'm working with is Watermint. It's just a really sweet kind of minty green shade, dyed in indigo. And so let's start. I've got my needle 1 stitches here. And now if you're working in DPNs, what you might want to do is transfer your needle 1 stitches onto a stitch holder, because we're just going to keep them at the back here whilst we work needle 2 stitches across here. If you're working in circular needles in the magic loop method, you're just going to want to pull those away and begin working the 56 stitches across needle 2. So this is our right side. We're going to knit 40 stitches, wrap and turn. Now for our wrap and turn, from the right side, we're going to bring our yarn to the front, slip stitch from the left needle, send your yarn to the back, slip stitch from your right needle back onto your left needle, and that's our wrap and turn. We're going to turn our work, and now we're working the wrong side. For the wrong side, you are purling. For a wrap and turn from the purl side, you're going to take your yarn from the front to the back, slip stitch from your left needle to the right needle, bring your yarn forward, slip that stitch back onto your left needle. And leave your yarn here at the back. You're going to turn to begin knitting on the right side. So we've reached the section of the heel turn where we've finished our wrap and turns, and we're coming to rows 11 and 12 where we're going to want to start picking up and working these wraps that we've created. You can see the heel turn beginning to take shape, and these short rows have created quite a nice heel turn there at the back. So we're going to begin for row 11, and we're knitting 18 stitches here, and you'll see when you reach one of your wraps, and I'm going to show you what to do there. So here is our first wrap. You're going to pick up with the right needle from the front, put it on your needle without twisting, and knit those together. So again, you're going to pick up with your right needle the front, section of your wrap. You're going to place it on your needle there on the left, and you're going to knit those 2 stitches together. So you're going to pick up your wrap from the front, put it on your left needle without twisting, and then knit together. And you're going to continue that for however many stitches it's taught us here on the pattern, 18 stitches for row 11. And this is our 18th knit stitch. And now we are gonna slip, slip, knit, and turn our work. So for row 12, which is the final row in our heel turn, you're going to slip that slip, slip, knit that you've just made from your right side. You're going to slip that from the wrong side onto your right hand needle, and then we're going to purl 26 stitches, and I'm going to show you how to pick up and work your wrap and turns from the purl side. So here is our first wrap from the purl side, and now what we're going to do is pick it up. Sorry, our first wrap from the wrong side, the purl side. So what we're going to do is pick it up from the back, place it on our needle without twisting, and purl those stitches together. So we're going to pick our wrap up from the back, from the front side. So let's start that again. We're going to pick up our wrap from the front side, place it on our left hand needle, and purl those together. So we've now purled 26 stitches in total, and we're going to purl 2 stitches together here, turn our work, and there is our heel. So now we're going to start the heel flap section of our sock. We've just completed the heel turn. We are still working across needle 2 stitches and needle 1 stitch, which is just kind of chilling out there at the back. So we're on the right side of our work, and what the heel flap is going to do is incorporate all these stitches on each side of our heel turn into the heel flap, and we'll eventually have a really nice shaped heel here. So we're on row 1 of the heel flap, right side of our work. First step is to slip 1 stitch and knit 1 stitch, and we're going to slip 1, knit 1 across this row until we are 1 stitch before the gap, and you're going to see what the gap is. So we're going to slip 1, knit 1. So here we are, 1 stitch before the back, sorry, 1 stitch before the gap, and you'll see on your own work when you're working the heel flap, this is what I mean by the gap. there is quite an obvious space between the rest of your stitches here and the stitches you're working here on the right needle. So we're one stitch before the gap, and we're going to slip, slip, knit. That incorporates your first stitch from the gusset stitches into your heel flap. Turn your work, row 2, and we're on our wrong side. We're going to slip 1 with the yarn in front, and then purl until 1 stitch before the gap. So here we are 1 stitch before the gap on the wrong side, and we're going to purl those 2 stitches together and incorporate that first stitch from the gusset into your heel flap. And you're going to turn your work and repeat rows 1 and 2 until all your gusset stitches are decreased and you have 28 stitches remaining on needle 2, and then we're going to finish with a knit row on needle 2 to begin our leg section. And so now we have finished our heel section, and all of our gusset decreases have been made, and we have a beautiful heel turn and a beautiful heel flap. You'll see from the heel flap that the slip 1, knit 1 made this really kind of beautiful reinforced pattern there at the back. And you can go ahead now and finish your leg section. Thanks.